Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to all the Fortnite news in today's video leading up to the Season 8 release. But before we get into this, we have a huge announcement to make. Fortnite 50 Fashion, the 50 Deathrun event is live right now. There is a brand new minigame inside of Fortnite 50 Fashion, which is the 50 Deathrun level, which I'm going to be running in the background gameplay. Feel free to go into this Deathrun, play the actual Deathrun itself, and send me your time trials. I'd like to see some uploads from you guys of how quickly you can run this Deathrun, and may even give some of the fastest times out there some shouts. There is a device in there to track your time, but be quick, because if the show ends, you will get teleported to the end. In the background gameplay, you'll see an overview of this, but there we have it. The 50 Deathrun is brand new. Head into the 50 Fashion. The code is on screen. So what do we have for you guys today? There's a lot of different stuff going around in Fortnite, and to be honest, this was something I've been working on for the last few days, so I've kind of been distant from a lot of it, but there has been some huge announcements today, and even some really awesome questions being asked directly to Donald Mustard. So for those that haven't checked the item shop out today, there's a brand new skin in the shop, which is actually from the Unreal Engine 5 reveal, which is super awesome. You can see a little preview of that here, and you can actually purchase that right now. So make sure you are copying a skin with code POST, that's POST, in the item shop if you want to support me. Thank you anyone considering to do that. I'm a hashtag Epic Games partner, but there is the skin overview. It's a pretty nice one. I really do like it. So what else do we have in today's video? There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's what I want to break down. So first off, we've actually got a leak picture potentially of what it's actually going to look like on the next teaser for the Operation Skyfire, and this is this here. Now it's not 100% confirmed, but this is the kind of like preview of what it's going to look like with the detonation device attached to the up and coming planet, which is, or planet should I say, what do they call it, planet, up and coming like debris or something, which is actually kind of floating around that area, which is in the actual farm state, which is going to be pretty cool. Corny Complex, that is where it's all going to happen, and it's all floating up. You can see a little replay now of the current map changes taking place over here. It's quite big, to be honest, and there's a lot of stuff going over there at Corny Complex. If you haven't already landed in there, next time you're in Battle Royale, go and land in at Corny Complex, guys. It's getting big. Stuff is about to go crazy, so you don't want to miss out on this. So yeah, Corny Complex, it's got some big stuff going, and I cannot wait to see what is going to happen next. So that's what we have there at Corny Complex, but I've got something really interesting I want to kind of put in today's video, which I think you guys are going to absolutely love. So before we jump into that though, let me show you guys this here. So apparently the new Elite Trespasser is going to be an event exclusive, skin only, so probably in the item shop the day before and the day after. Also, there's this new pickaxe here, which we don't know who it belongs to, but it's going to be coming out soon. And also, Creative 2.0 apparently has some information on it. You can see Hypex here talks about how the blueprint system, which is used in the Unreal Engine 5, which I have had a little look into, is now going to be used possibly in Creative, apparently, according to Hypex. So this is kind of evidence that maybe they're going to implement that. The blueprint system is difficult, but not as difficult as physically coding, so if you can get your head around that, it's going to give you an advantage in the Creative 2.0, which is probably going to release in baby steps. I don't expect them to go boom, here's Creative 2.0. I suspect that it's going to be small little steps forward for Creative 2.0, which will be interesting to see how that's going to go. Now, this is the big stuff. Someone actually bumped into Donald Mustard, I believe, at their place where they were. I'm not 100% sure on the full story, but this guy is Candy Wing, and he actually asked Donald some really interesting questions. Now, I asked Donald some questions back in E3 2018, was it? No, 2019 E3. I asked Donald some questions, and them questions now are completely irrelevant. We're way past that stage, and they were just little things. To be honest, I can't really recall it that well of what I actually said now. It's been like it's been 2 years or so. It was mainly talking about the events and just generally the kind of like the diverse between pros and casuals, and just generally filling all that together. That was mainly what we discussed when I actually met Donald Mustard. He didn't really give us any insights, apart from the biggest piece I really got from him was that they were already working on season 13 at the time of E3, which was the Neo season. But I've mentioned this every single time I talk about this topic, but that's not the point. That's old news. Let's jump into what Candy actually got from Donald Mustard with some of these amazing questions. So we're going to start off with one of the first questions which he actually asked Donald, which is here. So this one here, we all know you got Master Chief from Halo, Kratos from God of War. Then he asked about Nintendo, and Donald just laughed and told I couldn't choose. So that's pretty cool. I suspect Nintendo is actually going to be a possibility. Samus actually has a release of their new game very, very soon. You can see here from this screenshot here on the internet, you can see obviously the Samus series is going to release on the 8th of October. So could we see a release in the item shop for her herself? I don't know, but it would be cool. So only time will tell. And maybe even a Battle Pass skin, which could be interesting. So Samus, maybe. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. I'd love that. To be honest, it's one of my favorite Nintendo characters. Not my favorite, but it's up there. It's just a really cool character. Now, what else do we have? Well, some other really cool questions. So you can see here, Donald was like, ask me any questions before I leave, and you can see he actually goes into it and asks about possibly when is Travis Scott coming back, and Donald responds laughing, that's amazing, Marshmallow and Travis are artists that I love so much, but Travis took 2 years to set up to make inside of the Fortnite event, which makes sense. It probably did take about 2 years, they worked so far in advance, but it's crazy to think that maybe this could mean that Travis might not return for another year, 2 year, you know, when they actually manage to make an agreement for the skin to return. Sometimes they just don't make these agreements, and it is really cool to see Fortnite actually kind of, well, Donald himself kind of thinking, you know, maybe I shouldn't answer this question just yet. It's kind of disguising it, but he doesn't say no, so interesting. And that comes in with the next question as well. This one here, Donald. We got Beast Boy, Raven. Where are the rest of the Teen Titans? Like Robin, please. Donald responded. He doesn't want to put anyone who is in the wrong spot of the story. He wants to make everything right, every character in the correct lore. So, interesting answer. Again, I personally feel like Beast Boy, Raven don't really have an impact on the storyline in Fortnite. I don't see it myself as someone that's followed it from the start, but maybe he's relating this more to the Teen Titans lore, possibly maybe Robin having something to do there, maybe gets taken out of the show or something, I don't know, but I don't watch Teen Titans, so I don't know, but maybe he's referring to that lore rather than Fortnite's lore, and maybe when's best to add it in, even if there is an opportunity to add that in. So yeah, a great question, and this is probably the best question out of the lot, and I absolutely love this one. This is actually on the topic of one of the best topics ever, and that's Spider-Man. So Donald, I have only one thing to ask. Are we going to see Spider-Man in the game at some point? And he grabs his drink, he sips it with no comment or answer, and moves swiftly on to the next question. So, I like that. I think that's just, you know, he knows, I think we all know that Spider-Man is going to come in at some point. It's when. We're not, I don't know, I can't answer that. Maybe when the new film releases at Christmas. That's probably most likely when I would say Spider-Man would come in. But other than that, I don't really know. I wouldn't be able to answer that. And he doesn't say yes or no, so gives us hope. And I suspect, you know, we will see Spider-Man at one point. Licensing obviously will be difficult, but Sony and Fortnite or Epic have had a big kind of long-term agreement. I suspect Spider-Man will be in the game. We have Venom in the game. I can almost guarantee that Spider-Man will be in the game at some point. It's just when and how they do it, and I'm sure they'll want to do something special with him, maybe even have it as a special seasonal skin maybe, or even just a boss in the game, and have it a little bit more than just a collab. So that's what I'm hoping for, maybe. You never know though. Spider-Man, I assume it's in the work, and I'm almost guaranteed there is a big plan for it. It's just hasn't really been spoke about or even like released or revealed yet. But other than that, that's all the bits of news and pieces I've got for today's video. I really do hope this has given you a great overview of everything going on in the Fortnite world in the past few days. Obviously, we've got the live event, which I will be streaming here on the channel for that live event, which will be happening very, very soon. Don't forget to go and check out the new Deathrun update inside of Fortnite 50 fashion as well. If anyone interested, we have also cycled out the themes again. We've got 8 new themes now, so make sure you go into Fortnite 50 fashion, try out the new fashion show themes, and just generally try out the Deathrun as well. Thank you so much. Anyone considering to do that, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. And once again, this is Postbox Pat, signing out.